What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cullen's Music Corner. I'm Cullen the Great. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit differently. I'm actually starting a new section on my YouTube channel called Cullen's Classics, where we talk about some of the older songs that have been released, not necessarily new tracks like I have been reviewing, but some of those songs we grew up listening to, some of those all-time classics where you hear it once and it's a bop. I was actually inspired to start this section on my YouTube channel from one of my longtime friends, Zach Pope. He also does YouTube videos. He does movie reviews, so make sure you go check him out. His dad actually commented on my AC/DC video and said he loved the rock and roll, loved listening and hearing about the classic rock, and was like, hey, you should do a review on Landslide or something on Fleetwood Mac. And I was like, that's a great idea, because my dad also really loves classic rock. That's what I grew up listening to, and I figured, hey, even the older songs deserve a little bit of love and a little bit of some recognition. Again, they're classics for a reason, y'all. I figured, what better song to kick off Cullen's Classics than Dreams by Fleetwood Mac? It is their only #1 single. That's right, you heard me right. It is Fleetwood Mac's only #1 single, or their only #1 song. It topped out on the Billboard 100 in the United States, and it is the only song of theirs to do that. It is absolutely mind-blowing, considering they have songs like Go Your Own Way, Landslide, The Chain. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on, but Dreams is their only #1 song. Isn't that crazy? Dreams is off of their 11th studio album, Rumors. That's right, their 11th album. What? But Dreams is off of Rumors, and what's kind of unique about this album is, like, everybody in the band was going through some sort of emotional upheaval at the time. There was divorces, separations, breakups, animosity between band members. I mean, you had two of the band members were getting divorced, but they were still writing music and recording together. That had to have been awkward. That had to have been an uncomfortable situation. And what came from that is probably some of their best work. I mean, chart-wise, it is their best work, what came from that animosity between everybody. But you got to imagine how hard that had to have been to see somebody in the corner of the room that you just absolutely despise, and you had to leave the personal side of things at the door and focus on the business aspect of music. And I can't even, and that was just one fraction of the band. That wasn't even, like, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham were also dating in the band. They broke up. There was a lot of shit going on in their personal lives at the time that they wrote Rumors, the time that they made Dreams. And it's just so cool to see the success that came out of that aggression, out of that, like, hate for one another. The song itself it's one of my favorites from them. Every time I hear the song, I think of my buddy Gigas. Shout out Gigas, go check out his music, Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to it, Jegus. Him and I were riding around the city one night. We were just hanging out. I think we went to a bar and had a few drinks or something, and it was a nice night out. We had the windows rolled down, and he is one of my only other friends that grew up listening to the same kind of music I did. So when this song came on shuffle on his radio, we both looked at each other and we were just like, yup. And we were singing, thunder only happens when it's raining. It was a good time. So every time I hear this song, I have a special place in my heart for not only listening to it growing up, being out on the boat with my family, but then, fast forward 15 years in my life, and some of the most important people in my life are people I'm sharing that song with again. So it's just so crazy to me to see how this song has kind of stood the test of time. It just really shows that it is a classic. Like, the challenges that the band was facing when they were recording it, when they were writing the song, coming up with this album, the success that they saw from it right afterwards, and then the constant reappearances in the charts. I mean, it charted again after a Glee episode. It charted, I believe, in the UK area after a webisode or something on social media, and then Everybody knows the viral TikTok video right now with Daniel Apodaca, skateboarding down the highway with his ocean spray cranberry juice, just lip syncing to the song, having one hell of a time. The song has again entered the charts. It is also in Spotify and Apple Music charts, which is something I don't think it has done before. So it just shows that the song was good when it first came out. The song was good like 10 years ago. And then the song is still really good now. So I think this was the perfect song to kick off Cullens Classics with. Again, it blows my mind that this is the band's only #1 charting song. They have so many hit songs. They are such a recognized band. You have Mick Fleetwood, Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham. I mean, just incredible musicians that really made something out of themselves. The song itself is real smoothing. It has an easygoing kind of melody to it. It's something that you close your eyes and you just get lost in a wonderland of imagination. And then Stevie Nicks' vocals over the top of it just kind of match absolutely perfectly. And what's really unique about that is when Stevie Nicks wrote the song, it was an off day from the major studio. She didn't have to be in the main room recording, so she just kind of went and sat down at a piano and started writing some music, and she was really excited about this song. And when she showed it to the other members of the band, they all just kind of brushed her off and was like, it's okay, it's whatever, it's not that big of a deal. And she was persistent. She's like, you guys, we really gotta lay this down. So they laid down a rough track the next day, and it was very plain sounding. It was very basic. So then the other members of the band contributed matching chords, progressions to try and kind of find the sound that you have in the song now, something that isn't so basic, so plain. It's something that really kind of embodies the entire track rather than just Stevie Nicks or rather than just the band and the instruments. They started adding those progressions, and it evolved into the song we hear today, which obviously, like I mentioned, is their only #1 charting song. So just think, if they didn't record this song, or if Stevie Nicks wasn't as persistent, this song never would have gotten released. It never would have been heard. It never would have been resurfaced in today's times. This is a bop. That would have been absolutely insane. That just about does it for my first episode on Cullens Classics. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, checking it out. If you liked what you saw, go ahead, click that like button, click that subscribe button. Let me know what you think of Dreams and Fleetwood Mac down in the comment section below. And hey, while you're at it, you guys might as well follow me on all my social medias. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter under @CullenTheGreat_. You can find me on Facebook under Cullen The Great. And of course, me and all my music, including that new hot track Every Day, available on all streaming services under Cullen The Great. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And until next time, peace.